Alright guys, we're gonna continue the action with SoD versus Victorious Secret. I guess that's the team name on the terrorist side. They will be playing on Dirasu. We're just gonna go through some games as much as we can because the bracket is gonna start thinning out after this. 2-on-1, Donnie and Rico. Whoa, okay, now I realize that it's like VS has all the players from Standin and Rico playing for them. It's Zever, Blaze, Donnie, Rico, and Chris. Sinks, you can call him, I guess, Sinks. Sinks. On the side of SOD, we have Matt, Kachit, standing Kachit the Prince, may kill Kisan, lick my bullets. So it's 8-2 first half of the match on Didas 2. Not too sure which part of the bracket this is in. It started a little bit late. But on the side of VS, Story Secret, they are playing it very standard. Taking it with the utmost respect to SOD, even though they are ahead 8-2 right now. Kachit does get a frag towards the early side, dropping Blaze, who was supposed to get some information to look at the positioning from the SOD players up at the early side, but it looks like Kachit will get himself a second frag. Two players from VS to drop right there the early side and makes it a 5-on-3. That's Rico trying to set up the smokes up for mid. Does zone out somebody. It's Mac but he's actually still playing out outside. Half flash, and he will be getting a first frag before Rico takes him down. Matt will be finished off also. Now Rico might be in trouble. There's two players right in front of him, but they're gonna take it very cautious, and Rico will be able to jump inside the bomb site just in the nick of time. Six right now might be in trouble. Prince comes in, peeking through, and Six will get the spray down. And it's a 2-on-2, make it a 2-on-1 as Lick My Bullet will come clear in Sinks. Now Rico, captain presumably, is forced back into the tunnel side, and Kachit will get himself another frag. That's a 3 for him. Clearing 2 at the early side, comes back into B and finishes off the captain, making it 8-3. So on this side of the map, I'm not too sure. Does two people keep saying that it's very easy defensively, and there's such an easy retake going to B since there's so many places to smoke and flash into the site. But I keep feeling that it's always going to be a team map. Either way, even you make changes to the game that will give advantage towards the CT side in any other way. Because it's just so easy for them to jump into from any corners of the globe. Kachit is playing it very cautiously. He spots out one, doesn't get it this time. Right now they're getting flanked on both sides. It looks like Zever coming in from short. That's coming for this way. Donnie does get one, goes in, and Zever will get the second one. It's one more player is inside. It's Prince getting stuck right between the boxes. Coming from under is, may I please kill you, but you know you will not. You will be killed instead. Coming in and getting split by 4 players right on top of him from PS. Okay, I have to stop this, then only start back up. After they keep now looks like again pretty standard from VS. Oh no, not pretty standard from VS. They're trying to pick up some speed, flashing up to a short. Actually got themselves inside the bomb site since SoD has actually split 3 players up to the early side. And they will be met by Sinks, but Sinks this time around will be finished off. He was met by 3 players right in front of him. Not much that AKK can do, but this time around Zever cleans out the 2 players who was there at the early side. Kachit will be left alone. They are trying to find this retake, but may I please kill you is coming from the under and gets a kill with the CZ. Rico will drop. It's a 2-on-2. Johnny Meister though will hold his ground at the A side, gets himself another kill, making it 10-3 in favor of VS. So it's 10-3, we are in round number 14. Let's see what they're going to do with this. SoD will pick up presumably 4 rounds from this half and call it a day. At least for the first half. That's a good enough score as somebody's trying to push up to a shot. Actually it's Kachit there, right there. Oh, with the mag, gets the first frag. And just to the AK, there's somebody right there. Blaze tries to go for the flash, but this time around he will drop right in front of Blaze himself. So he will be forced behind a little bit. Now Rico's coming in along with Zephyr from the alley side. They haven't spotted out the alley guy yet. They name back to him. That is the Prince, but Zephyr just a little bit sharper than a little bit more efficient, I would say. VS against SoD. Got himself the frags, and that will be 10-3, presumably 11-3 going in the way of VS. Well, hold that thought as Rico actually gets cleared down. Thought they were going to be able to hold that CT ramp a little bit better, but SoD getting the 4 that we were talking about. 4 is okay on this side since you can't really hold that alley as strongly against VS just now as we've seen. So I guess if you get it there, 4 is quite okay. So let's see, Mekilu trying to pick down to its mid. Spots out 2 but doesn't get a shot yet. Finally let's go 1 but only clips 6 a little bit. The other 9 lining it up for mid. And they have smoke kill you out. And he gets clipped instead through the smoke. And he might be in trouble. Kachit will be there to hold his ground and try and support as much as he can. They still haven't let go of that mid, and instead they're going to try and rush through to say alley side again. This will be the 4th consecutive round, I guess. VS has taken the route of going towards the alley side. And the alley is just too easy for VS to punch through. It makes it 11-4 in the first half. So I guess in this progression, VS has been playing a little bit longer throughout the league and of course throughout the scene overall. So they have more experience going into this, but we have seen a couple of upsets against teams like DIV. So teams like VS are not vulnerable to those type of snake wins. I guess they kind of get caught off guard a lot of times, but this time around it looks like SoD trying to punch through to his shots as fast as they can. Prince gets one out the alley side. This is a good way to come into it as fast as he can. They clip all 3 of them down. Sing and Rico will be dropping. Makes it a 2-on-5, and this is a very hard retake. It is very open, and you just have to rush through it. Looks like Zebo does get one though with the CZ. Does he go clipping from the second one, but he has to reload now. 12 bullets on his side. Can he really come in from short? Doesn't get the first few shots in. Does get one to finish us off. Another play is Kachik to drop. Coming from the other side is Donny Meister gets the second shot. It's Prince to drop. May I kill you? Where are you? He's coming back from short, running through as fast as he can. He's a C4 guy, but it's a little bit too late. The bomb will be defused. Donny will drop. And Zephyr will be finishing off that round in the side of VS. So 12-4, 16 round has passed. And again, another equal round from SoD. Sorry SoD, not too much that they can do. Now they're getting engaged. There's a push coming in from VS right to a short. Sing is there, but still haven't finished the shot yet. Matt still very much alive with great HP. Now the nades come flying through. That does drop 6 a little bit, so he's playing it cautious, dropping back to the A side. But at the same time, why the hell is my crosshair not static? And that's a little bit annoying. I'm going to change it after this. The thought trying to come in towards the Elisa also. What the heck is that? Something just popped on my screen. That's the slightest bit weird. Johnny Meister gets one at mid. Goes in for the second. This time he gets the second. Is met, and he will drop the C4 right to his mid. And he has been controlled by VS. Rico will be trying to hold this push coming in from Kachik, but looks like he will be dropped by Blaze. But yeah, they tried to go towards me, but instead Donny pushed to the tunnel side, dropped down to lower, got the kill up at mid, and presumably stopped SoD in their tracks. But they were sitting on handguns, and this time around they can buy a couple of things, but not too sure what's the heavy gonna be. So SoD picking up page off of VS book, playing it as mid-intensive as they can, but they're gonna get rattled because there's Donnie there. 6 Zever, Mickey Zever in the LT. Zever does get the second frag, make it a 3. Bigman Bob will try to spray him down. Finally, Zever gets taken out, but not before the damage is done. 3 frags for him, that's a hat trick, finishing off the round 14-4. 2 more rounds for VS to advance. So not too much stress up on their side. They're not getting the trades up also. Going 1-on-1 against VS, they're not getting the frags that they need to kind of open up their side. You really want to clear alley as fast as you can once VS starts pushing through. Or at least with somebody at short, because Blaze is there with an AWP. 6 gets 1, dropping may I kill you. And this makes it very very hard for SoD. Some players are screaming through towards the alley set, but again 6 getting the kill up in the LT. And it looks like the round will be done. Matt the only ones left with only a CZ, tries to get a plant. He might be able to do so. He nearly got taken out, but I guess he escaped as there were just so many nades being thrown towards the alley side. As his teammates was taken out, he actually survived. I guess nobody will bother to check after you've thrown out about 4 nades to the alley side. But yeah, VS instead, not playing it like SoD, taking it a little bit better on the alley side, closing it down and making it 15-4. Thanks for tuning in. This is of course the 4th episode of the BenQCSGO League. This is the 4th qualifier and the 3rd line qualifier in the series. We are still trying to find 2 more teams who will advance for the finals on the 27th of November. As Ligma Bull actually clips his own teammate there a little bit. But no harm, no foul. Only 11 HP as Blaze gets a big frag down to his mate at the alley side. And again, if you want to take down the A side or at least give some pressure towards VS, you have to at least play the alley side as fast as you can, get a couple of frags, or at least flash the place from VS out of it. 6, I thought he was gonna push, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be so. Prince comes back up. Spots out player, will be Rico, but Rico gets the shot up on him. We're scoping with the AWP and he will get the frag down to his mid. Looks like Miyakilu is trying to set up something with Bullet, but doesn't seem that they have the tools to do it. No more smokes up on their side. He's just gonna run through mid and Zevo will claim him up, and it looks like it will be May I kill you please. Only one left on the side of SoD. Gets 1 spray down, is able to drop, but it's a 1-on-4 and I do think this round is pretty much over. Gets a sneak kill up on Donnie. Got the headshot up on him. Even he's surprised. But things will finish him off at 16-4 in the way of VS. And yep, I guess we will be waiting for the next rounds after this. We're just gonna let the first round finish off for all 8. I guess there's about 11 teams. 11 or 12 teams to run down the first round. And we'll be joining them after this. Again, thanks for tuning in to the BenQCSGO League. I'm Wayne. I'll be casting your games for today. And